Bless up the people, welcome back, you see me? So peeps, today we are going to talk about the situation when Ninja Man did hand over the firearm there. A sting, as I say, people, you know, a lot of people did say it's staged and so on and so forth. So today, I am going to be the interviewer for Ninja Man. Yes, when I say people, yeah man, me, I go ask him the question them. We are going to uncover if that was really a plan by the organizers of Sting and Ninja Man in order to get publicity to hand over that firearm. So make we dive in it, people. Bless up Ninja Man, thanks for being here, man. Anything to say to the viewers?
Well, you see right now, you're talking to the original front teeth, gold teeth and Gaga.
First question I got to ask a Ninja Man. As a old legend, old veteran, why did you decide to hand over your gun?
We just decide so right now, our legal gun is in position. And if the children are crying, the fathers are dying. And all we see a blood pound, we have time for give up the gun them.
Ninja, you sure that it wasn't just a part of your act to stand out among the other performers on the show?
I don't really have to come out to come give up a gun to make a performance because I am Mr. Spontaneous. I can just go to the show and from I reach the show, whatever I'm supposed to do, I'm gonna be victorious. I don't need to give up a gun for that.
So tell me something, Ninja, because I'm curious. Why was it that you needed a gun in the first place?
We use the thief. We never born in a church. Jamaica is a country that you have to stand out for what you want.
But that not in a sense. Why thief when you could have get a job?
You come from Malwood, Towile, Tivoli, Rima, Jungle. You could have passed 52 subjects in GCE. You could have passed 1 million O levels. When you go to a place to get employment and when you put down your address, you might look good, yes, because they get up your blend dress good, then look good, because who not bleach or try to keep up themselves to look like somebody to mix with society. But once you write your address and them contract, then going to tell us, you know, they're going to call you back next week. Now, next year and the next year to come, you're not getting no call because you know why? You come from which part pay thief and robber come from, so you're not getting no job. So the only alternative for the poor ghetto man is see when the politician they hand out the gun them give we use the thief.
Oh, but tell me something. You did graduate from high school also?
He's a little youth, you know. I grew up rough, you know. Cause me grew up come see my mother do domestic work and me have to launch out for my own at the age of 13 and tell myself, say, oh, yeah. I go look it, you know, I start thief, backland, hockey and them something there, you know. I'm not afraid to tell nobody. I come from right, you know. I come from walking thief, you know, picking up back a thief in hockey, mango and them things, they and sell them. And come in with my little money.
So Ninja Man, where did that gun come from? Are you a part of the 80 gun trade?
That I know nobody business. You know, I don't know where that gun they come from. Young one was turning. All we here to do. And in the guns.
You have any more guns? Any more where that one came from?
If me did have more gun with a hand in the whole of them one time, cause it spell no sense you're gonna hand in a gun and have another one. You're a hypocrite. That's why certain things bad man don't do.
You always talk about bad man and glorify bad man. Who is a bad man?
A bad man have a responsibility to see that the children in the community goes out and come in safe. A bad man in the community see to it that terrorists does not terrorize the community, rape the little school people them, terrorize the poor people them, rob you when you go to work from Monday till Friday, and the one money you have to come in to take your little people them, then rob you and take it and go to shoot you, kill you. That is a responsibility.
So, alright Ninja, so give me some examples of people who you consider to be good bad man. A bad man with good intention, because I don't know how that fit in still.
Dodos is a bad man, real bad man. Zeeks is a real bad man. Adams is a real bad man. Leng is a real bad man. Tony Youth a real bad man. Starkey, Copper, Rag in the whole of we have stand up as a real bad man. The people that protect Jamaica from terrorists are real bad man. Terrorists and bad man are two different things.
So wait, you consider the police to be bad man also? But why so though?
Go away. We are talking about real police. So all the police they must stand up for Jamaica. As long as them are not idiot police, them are real bad man.
But tell me something. Why do you believe that you have a responsibility to help get the guns off the street? I mean, you're just an artist like every other artist, right?
Me bringing gun lyrics on stage, you know. No DJ never mention nothing about gun when me coming at the business. Me coming at the business and come tell them say me got 14 gun. Mathematics, rap master, the whole of them things.
So how you come up with them gun lyrics? You used to watch a lot of Western movies?
Me used to work out for the things that me used to see before and things were happening in front of my eyes, because really I know write lyrics. Every one of my tune them based up off of something that was in the past or something what lately happened. You understand? Either the past or the present.
How many guns did you really hand over at Sting? Because I've been hearing on the news that you hand over some rifle and so on backstage, you know.
I front of the whole Jamaica, me handling the illegal firearm, you know. Listen to the song that I've done. They say, why don't you surrender our guns? One part of the song say, Adams, here is my gun. Take my AK, my M16 and M1. But leave my Beretta, I have a small matter to settle with the one beanie man. That was our lyrics. The next verse said, no, ninja, you must understand. You must fight fist to fist like a man. Cause the people are dying, the children are crying, and blood is all over the land.
So tell me something, Ninja man. You didn't know Mr. Adams from a long time.
I never see that man yet.
So why you did choose to hand over the gun to Mr. Adams himself when Mr. Adams don't have big stripe already? Why you couldn't hand it over to one of the police when don't have no stripe yet? You know what I mean? Like even me.
Alright, I'll tell you something. I'm not carbon copy bad man. I'm not fool bad man. I can't give me gun to one like a normal police when I don't know what I'm doing. Because some of my police them broke, you know. And some of them will really sell back the gun, you know.
I wonder if you really realize what I'm saying, Mr. Ninja man.
You have them where we sell the gun. You have all bad man that sell gun, much less police when I have no food. You just nag in a normal policeman gun. Adams is the one where them have out here as the head of the crime. Who out here and a gun on. My whole interest is to give in that gun, to give up, forget Mr. F's out of crime, forget about crime. That should in case anything, they write in the paper that is Ninja man above the law. I am not above the law yet, but I'm stepping to to be above the law, because the only way you can be above the law is don't have an illegal gun, don't have a draw weed, don't have a ball of coke, don't have nothing for your police can tell us to walk in front of me and go down a station. My license, everything's supposed to be straight.
It's strange enough, for some reason or the other, me just don't believe that.
I don't care if you believe me after you know God.
Calm down, legend man. Calm down.
I don't care whether you don't believe me or not, you know. Yeah. The last time I give my life to God, wholly and soul. When you not done criticize me, I couldn't take it no more. I have to come out and say, God, if I so much Christian to be, I can't take him, I walk away.
And next thing that I did really want to know from a long time. Tell me something. You are the real Christian, or just some money you that try to make out of the church thing, you know what I mean? You don't make money at dance all already, you try to earn out of the church.
I wasn't a Christian. I was a man of God. Because Christians have a tendency to be hypocrite in the sight of God. When you work in the sight of God, you must not go to a man's yard. You must not cheat on your fellow brothers in the church. You must not rob the collection. And a church that is dealing with God is supposed to make sure that what he's doing, when he preach and collect the collection, you have mad people on the road, you have sick people who need help, you have school who need help, and the pastor them a thief the collection at garden yard. I want the collection do something beneficiary to the country and to the poorer class people. And until that time, I am not a Christian, I am a man of God. I am far from church but closer to God. You understand? I'm not going to stay near church and far from God, because some of them in that church are not really right.
May I also hear you say you cut off your friend them? Why? Why you cut off your friend them? That don't make sense to me.
I have a tendency, if I take up two friends and walk with me, and when I walk with them, if them shoot a man, I am the one God jail.
No, Ninja man, a whole lot of rumors are going around that you are a person who believe in the killing of Christians, you know. Is that true?
I never kill a Christian yet. I am going to make figure about church one time and get in a spirit for me and me have to run out. I never kill a fly or a mosquito.
Alright, Ninja, we hear what you say clearly. But right now, we have Mr. Adams on the phone. You get me, I say? Because we need some clarity. So, Mr. Adams, welcome, sir. Welcome. You're on the job, man.
Okay, yes. I am in Port Antonio right now. I just did an operation on a premises where a shotgun along with 4 rounds of ammunition has been recovered, and 1 man has been arrested. Now we are taking him to the Port Antonio police station.
Okay, so Mr. Adams, Ninja man now, as an individual who consider himself to be the gold teeth, gun gargan, Dan gargan, and always the same a bad man, why when he handed over the gun to you never just lock him up?
It's simple. I have a discretion as a policeman. If a man found it possible, unnecessary and prudent, to want to have his gun handed over to the police, I just think that I should appreciate that. And you know, if I were to have gone and arrested anyone who voluntarily hands in his firearm, then anybody else would follow to hand over his or her firearm. If I did that, obviously the firearm will be investigated. It was sent to the ballistic people.
Yes.
They will be investigating to find out if it were involved in any other criminal offenses, especially murder, shooting, or anything of the sort. Were proven in a positive way, yes. Mr. Ninjaman and others will be investigated in a more in-depth way as to their involvement. But outside of that, the mere position, he did not tell me that it was his gun. He did not accept that it is his gun. He told me that he had a gun to hand over. I did not believe, because I saw him with an imitation firearm first. And people, were saying it was as they saw it was an imitation fire.
So Mr. Adams, as a big superintendent with a whole heap of stripe already, why you couldn't allow one of your juniors them to collect the firearm from Ninjaman and get the highlight?
I sent my 2 security officers first on stage, asking them and telling them to tell him if he really wanted to hand over a firearm, they could have done it to them. He failed and insisted that he wanted me.
So Mr. Adams, tell me something now. Did you make any arrangements with Ninjaman to collect this firearm prior to him coming to the event? Because I'm hearing that it was planned.
I have never spoken to Ninjaman before. I think about 5 years ago, I might have seen him in Olympic Guard, and somebody showed me that was Ninjaman. I had no talking at all. I heard it being said that it was staged. I don't know about any staging of anything. I've always gone to Sting for 17 of the 18 or 19 years it has been in existence, and I've always been there. And I did not tell anybody at all that I was involved in any staging of any firearms. So I don't know how this statement could be made at all.
Mr. Adams, you're a big man. I cannot say that you are lying, you know what I mean? Or I don't believe you. But the commissioner himself, the top cop, is saying that the whole situation, the whole activity was planned. As a matter of fact, you need to watch this clip. You need to listen to what the commissioner said in this clip and a press conference.
There has to be a public mindset that they have reached a stage where they want to hand over the guns, and a gun amnesty would encourage that. That certainly did not exist a month or 2 ago. However, we are encouraging people to hand over guns, and you would have seen what seems to be becoming a controversial handing over. But I need to sort of tone it down a bit to say that there's a lot of stage acting there. The police had been informed prior to of the whole event, so there was a lot of acting. And if you notice, a certain police officer didn't do too badly singing.
So Mr. Adams, you hear for yourself, the commissioner of police said it was planned.
I am not motivated to speak on what the commissioner said. I'm telling you, and I'm telling Jamaica, right? Anybody who indicated that this was a stage thing, obviously if it were the commissioner, obviously he was misinformed and well, I just want to say he was misinformed. I didn't speak to the commissioner on that issue. I'm the one who is responsible for having gone on stage. No other officers were there other than my 2 bodyguards.
Yes.
I did not speak to the commissioner on this issue. So I am telling you, if the commissioner made that statement, obviously he was misinformed. Nobody else was there with me. I was the one who went on that stage, received that firearm along with my 2 bodyguards. None of us have reported directly to the commissioner. And my report to the command post on the site was that I was called on stage by Ninjaman, who handed me a Glock 17, and that is on the log at the command post at Sting.
So Ninjaman, having heard what the commissioner had said in the clip, and you been here denying the fact that you arranged to hand over the gun, simply means that you were lying, because you arranged with somebody to hand over that firearm on stage to enhance your performance.
I want to give you a joke. I never know Mr. Adams. I never want to know Mr. Adams. And Mr. Adams, as him there on the phone now, I can tell you the truth where God love. Mr. Adams killed 2 of my friends them already, at least 3. Pele, George Brown, and the next one from outer east. 3 men them come from prison with me, and them tell us him see me 5 years ago. It was 3 years when I just come from prison, and him look him 200 of them come down the Olympic way, and them point me out to him, and him like them say him to turn to me. Not even him turn to me, Mr. Pusey turn to me and say, "Let me tell you this. Leave the gunman company them alone."
Mr. Adams, it is also been said that you were rehearsing for that performance at Sting, you know what I mean? The way you deliver your song perfectly.
Let me tell Jamaica and make it clear. This is a song that I have been singing for the last 20 years at every church that I have gone to. When I was the commanding officer for St. Catherine, that was my theme song. When I was the commanding officer for Kingston Eastern, that was my theme song at the churches. And anywhere I go, that is my theme song, because I think it's just relevant. It will soon be done. It will soon be done. All the troubles and trials, all the temptations, all the gun shooting, all the news carrying and the news mongering and everything will soon be done. And that is my philosophy on that whole observation. Nothing at all was rehearsed or staged.
So Mr. Adams, let me get this clear. You are saying that the commissioner is lying when he said that the handing over of the firearm was a planned activity?
Well, I'm not negating what the commissioner said about policemen knew. I'm only talking for myself. I'm not talking if he said if the respected commissioner says or said that policemen knew, then obviously he knows what he's talking about. But I'm saying I don't know about any staging.
So now we have the commissioner of police himself online, and I mean, just to clarify what went down at Sting. People are speculating this, people are speculating that. But if one person know if this thing was staged, it must be the top cop himself. So right now we're going to hear from the commissioner what actually transpired. You know what I mean? To put an end to this thing once and for all. Good day, Mr. Commissioner. Thanks for joining.
Good afternoon to you all. I want to make 2 quick points. My very first point is that I too wish to commend Ninja Man for being brave enough to hand over a gun. We don't know yet where he got the gun or whether or not he was involved in crime. And certainly those things are going to be investigated. But he must be commended, and I hope that others who see him as their role models take a cue from him and help us to get some of the illegal guns off the street. But I want to address the interview with Mr. Adams and Ninja Man a little earlier, with reference being made to a speech I was quoted from. Sometimes things happen above the levels of the main players. And so whereas Ninja Man may truthfully be saying he never spoke with Adams before, and whereas Mr. Adams is saying quite truthfully that Ninja Man never spoke to him, that does not mean it was never discussed prior to. I was advised by an officer much senior to Mr. Adams that he was called by a player, not Ninja Man, to discuss the possibilities of this handover taking place. And the plot at the time was that Ninja Man would have handed over the gun prior to going into his performance, and that what he would carry on stage would be an imitation firearm, a toy gun, and he would do the public handing over of the toy gun. Obviously, somebody flipped the play, and the real gun, which was wrong. It could have backfired. It could have been discharged. Persons could have gotten hurt, and we would not have agreed to something like that happening if that was what had been discussed. But it was discussed.
So, Mr. Commissioner, you agree with me, sir, that Ninja Man was actually lying?
I don't know the discussion that preceded the show. Whether or not the persons who managed him or the persons who are associated with it discussed it with him to the extent that they were going to discuss it with a senior police officer. But I am telling you that the report to me by that very senior officer was that prior to, he was asked if that could be done. And in fact, he did, upon receiving that inquiry, communicated with another senior officer to see if he agreed if it was going to be something, that was legal.
So people, if you're observing carefully, you'll see Ninja Man walk over to a lady with a brown bag, and the lady dip in the bag and take out something and give to Ninja Man. Ninja Man, who is that lady and what she give to you?
I'm a money that I collect for
Well, Ninja, that is no money, man. Obviously, the gun the woman give to you, man. And she give you the gun that you hand over at Sting.
You can't stay here and look on a bag and tell me, say, you see something like a gun. You just need to know to the weapon handing over. The commissioner appreciate it. The leader for crime appreciate it. The prime minister appreciate it. Why can't the country appreciate it? But you know, say, if it wasn't for UNA see him condemnation, Jamaica would be a religious nation from 1997. And I start on the road of making that decision that youth supposed to see God and know God and receive God. You know, take me back out of the church till me see man end up all a bun God and bun Jesus now, and I praise them and I praise them. With the responsibility of this country is not mine alone. So if I am trying to make a difference and you people don't decide to help me, oh God, I can ask God to take me home. Bye. I see you later.
That was not a discussion. The discussion was that Ninja Man would take a toy gun. But prior to the event, a real firearm that he was taking with him would be handed over. That was the plan. Not that he would take a real firearm onto the stage of Sting.
Yes, yes. Is there, Mr. Commissioner, an amnesty at this point in time, a gun amnesty?
No, as I explained recently, there is no amnesty as such, but officers do have a discretion and they have been advised to exercise that discretion. Yes. If a citizen wants to hand over a firearm, we will accept it. In fact, we even have a program where huge rewards are given to persons who give information leading to the recovery of firearms and illegal ammunition also. Mm-hmm. So we are encouraging it. There is a process that says if a firearm is received, that we have to take it through the forensic science testing, examinations, to see if it is linked with any crimes. Mm-hmm. And if it is linked, then we have further investigations to carry out. But if it is not linked, then we say thanks and we move on. No, a gun was handed over, but the manner in which it was handed over is not something that we are going to be encouraging. We do not want to make a public spectacle. And even the way Ninja Man called the policeman, the first policeman on stage, you know, come here police. I mean, that is disrespectful. So, you know, there must be a better way to do that in the future.
Ninja Man, having heard everything that was said, now it is obvious that this thing was planned, whether you want to admit it or not. You get me? I say, so what you have to say for yourself?
We need for really to the government take it serious and start handing out amnesty. Because I can tell them this, I can tell the commissioner, I can tell the judge, from my experience, prison have no change of changing a man from being a criminal. Sending him to the prison only make him be a better criminal when he come out here and be a more illiterate and a dark person who comes out of the prison, go in there as a human and come out as a barbarian and a cannibal. You go into the prison, you learn to kill and destroy more than when you're on the street.
I hope you have all enjoyed that little moment, you know what I mean? But in truth and in fact, after going through these clips, you know what I mean, people, and based on all the happenings, I will agree with the Commissioner of Police that that activity was actually staged, you know what I mean, just to encourage others to bring in the gun. It was basically promoting something positive, but it didn't go the way that they had actually planned for it to go in the beginning. You get to know as the people. But anyways, thanks for watching. You can like, share and subscribe.